Another day has dawned at Budget Racers, which is par for the course. What you're looking at here is the transmission fluid, because I went ahead and drained it, and it's all in that jug there. In other news, all 4 brakes are done, and they're looking pretty daggone mean, so that's awesome. Got this one over here, just finished up. And then basically what I have left to do today is get the radiator in, radiator fluid of course, and the thermostat, which I'll have to take that little guy off, that little elbow to get to that. And then transmission fluid, like I said, power steering fluid, coolant, you know, all that. So disaster has struck. I didn't really check, but I also didn't know that we needed the brackets to take the radiator from here and bolt it to there. We don't have either of those two. Also, the bolts that I bought for the intercooler to mount to that bracket right there, those don't fit. I noticed this blue silicone hose is pretty shredded, so I'm going to get a new one of those. What else am I missing? I'm missing, oh, the filter that I got is the wrong size, and so basically we're going to have to return the filter that we got, wait a few more days for all these parts to come, and probably end up realizing that we're still missing some other stuff. But we're really close. Steven's not here to help me bleed the brakes, so I'm not ready to do that. So we realistically couldn't even drive it. But, you know, day by day, slowly but surely, this thing is just chugging along. And I'm really excited. I'm still really excited. This is going to be really badass. Welcome back to some more Subaru late night action. As you can tell, it is dark outside. Got a couple more parts in the mail. These are the radiator stays. Basically, it just holds the radiator in. We did not have those. Once again, I ordered a different color than I received. I'm not really mad about it in this case either. I ordered black and got red, but we also ordered just normal silver aluminum colored brakes, and we got black. So we're on a roll here. Basically what we have left to do tonight is in the box over there in the dark on the ground. Got a couple more things. Basically we have the radiator stays, air filter, got to put the intercooler in properly. I'm going to go ahead and get that blue hose clamp, or excuse me, that blue silicone hose swapped out, because that one was already on it. It was already attached to it, and it looks kind of cut up. So we're going to get that swapped out. Got the radiator fluid and the top part of the radiator hose, power steering fluid. I think I have a couple plugs underneath the car, like exhaust and a couple things like the O2 sensor is what I'm trying to say. Got the O2 sensor to plug in, a couple things like that. And also I ordered the bushing, the pivot bushing for inside the car on the shifter, since it moves side to side so much. And I got a couple feet of vacuum line in the appropriate sizes. There's all kinds of vacuum lines that are still not yet hooked up. So with all that, hopefully we will be able to start this car at some point in the very near future. I sincerely hope so. We're on the right track. Guys, look. Steven is working on cars? Oh my god! Yep. It's only been 6 months. He has a fucking big ass garage and a driveway. I mean, freaking. And we don't do anything. There's a lot more to that story we'll get into maybe one day. But it's pretty incredible. We're back at it, y'all. 6 months later. We have this cycle. 6 months out, 6 months in. 6 months out, you know, we do our thing. It comes and goes.
Almost like babies.
So we hit some snags doing those coolant lines. So now we're instead unboxing the new headlights. Are they going to be sick is the question. They better be.
Look at this cool foam though.
It's pretty secure because it came all the way from China, dude. Had to be safe. Those are pretty sleek.
Pretty rice.
Very rice. Looks better than our frosted ass BB shot out headlights though, that's for sure. Come around this side here. Yeah, that's pretty dope. So we realized while we were at the shop that we did not have the MAF, or so we thought.
Now we do.
What's the problem though?
We don't have anything to put it in. Well, we have one.
Just stick it through the silicone hose, dude.
No. We'll finagle something.
Keyword finagle. Whatever, dude. Fuck it. I'm not mad at it. This poisonous smoke is all. Well, done got it off. I just gotta cut the other part of it off. Making this work, dude. One step at a time.
And then clean up all of it. Just kind of look awful and not be round or anything like that.
Whatever, dude. You're making it happen. Let's see the work you're putting in, dude.
I need to trim that corner piece down.
Why don't you just go ahead and do that before you put it all together?
Yep, then I have to do that.
Shit fits like a glove, dude. If it fits, you must acquit. Just watch that O.J. Simpson Netflix show. It's actually really good. You should watch it.
I don't know about that.
It looks good as shit, dude. I don't know if we need that long tube. I think the coupler can go straight into the filter. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be too long now because we didn't have the MAF last time we test fitted it.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just cut a hole. We'll put it through the fender well. That's what the hole's there for anyways.
Hurry up, dude.
Burning daylight.
You are.
I'll have to like. Yeah.
This Sonata style, dude.
There we go.
Don't cut your finger on that shittily cut sheet metal.
Yeah, not going that way.
Oh, straight into the quick dry, dude. Nice, nice. Oh, shit. That fits. That works. Woo! The hood almost came down on us. Got this little sketchy shit going on. Does this plug reach? Yep, sure does. Sweet. Dude, just fucking cut a hole in the hood and we'll stick it straight up. We'll just bend this bitch up.
Yeah, like a snorkel.
Yes, dude. Just let it catch water and get like extra cool water into the turbo. Cool it down.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Just fucking take that shit off and it'll work fine. If it doesn't work, we got to get a different pipe. Just shove it in there. No hose clamp required, dude. There's not really much point in hose clamping it though, right?
Yeah, dude, you gotta have hose clamps. Everything's gotta have hose clamps.
Fuck them. It's not like this is the boosted side anyway, dude.
And we're gonna be putting snorkel on it anyway, so.
Yeah, we'll get rid of this shit. Like an actual snorkel like Steven's truck.
I got a tent.
Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen that yet. Rooftop tent to match his ARB awning. Got the ARB tent. It's pretty sick. And the rails, of course, as well, with the high lift jack. It's pretty sick. That'll work. Oh yeah, except the MAF's got to be pointed that way. The plug.
Good enough.
Alright, so
Let's tighten everything down.
need the hose clamps. That looks legit as fuck. I'm not even mad at that, except that needs to be lined up.
So where's the O2 sensor?
Great question. I don't know.
Oh, it goes right there.
Where?
Probably on the exhaust manifold down there. There's like a hole
Oh.
on the side of the manifold with no O2 sensor in it.
Those are expensive.
Well.
Now the other task is getting the O2 sensor itself out of the old exhaust and into the new one, which is proving to be pretty difficult. I'm sure those of you guys that have done that will realize that this is awful. It's actually pretty damn stuck in there. Oh my god. We tried the big open end and a mallet knocking that off, but that sure as hell didn't work. And now our deep well is not so deep well after all. Jiminy Christmas, dude. We need O2 sensor and the bottom radiator plug, because that turns out is missing. This car, we need basically a whole new car. Other than that, things are going well. So we'll fucking... That sucks dick, dude. There's like algae growing in there. Good thing we don't ever drive the car, so it doesn't matter. Alrighty, so yet another day of trying to piece this thing together, and what we have today is the upstream O2 sensor. Didn't realize we didn't have that until we tried to finish connecting all of this stuff. And then the radiator drain plug as well. Turns out we don't have that, so got the M10 bolt that people said online, as well as some thread sealant tape, and those should be the last two pieces to make this thing run. We also have to bleed the brakes and then put the intercooler back on, and then prime the turbo, put the radiator fluid in. So really just some basic stuff. I don't know of anything else that is going to prevent this thing from starting, so hopefully today will be the day. We'll see. Alrighty, so the O2 sensor is in and plugged up. So you guys are gonna laugh and call this super jalopy, and it is, but it works. So if it works, it ain't stupid, isn't that the saying? So that bolt is pretty damn long, but it turns out it's an M12-125 instead of M12-175? I don't really know what it is. It was a different bolt than the one we had. So I tried a different longer one, and it works like a champ. Just poured a bit of water in there just to test, and none of it came out, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and fill this bitch up with actual radiator fluid. Okay. So, Steven's back from work. He's here. The inlet hose looks like it was cut before, so that won't work.
Doesn't fit. We need to get a new one. None of those hoses reach.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like this crankcase breather hose is supposed to go right there, and that doesn't work. And then there's one here that's supposed to go down into that bitch over there.
So we need to get that hose.
Don't have that.
Fits the throttle cable. Get this.
Half of the radiator fluid is in it.
Yeah.
Power steering fluid is not in it.
No.
What else is there?
Drain the gas tank.
Oh yeah,
gas.
Gas.
And then start this. Breathe the brakes.
Yep. Bleed the brakes still.
And that's it.
So there's some pretty crucial components to go.
Yes, we'll do a cardboard list.
Yeah,
Spray
we need to just put it up there.